So today we are finally talking about Dragon Ball Super Card Game Fusion World news. A lot has happened throughout the past few weeks, and I know I missed out a lot. I hope you guys did enjoy the videos I've been posting throughout the week. I was on holiday, so those videos were scheduled, and so things have changed quite a bit. But now that I'm back in the setup, I can talk about stuff on time at the very least. So throughout this week, we're going to cover bits and pieces of news. And we're going to start off with this video here, which goes through some ban lists, some rule changes, some new products here. And yeah, hopefully you guys do enjoy today's video. And hopefully we can get a cool discussion out of it in the comment section and whatnot. So let's jump into it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. As a sorry, I'll leave 2 set 2 codes in this video, so good luck to the people that find it first. So jumping straight into it, this is the first bit of information that we are gotten, and that is a ban list / limited list. Essentially, in competitive gameplay, you're not allowed to use banned cards, of course, and limited are limited to a certain amount in your deck. It is 4 cards per deck. And then they get lowered depending on the severity of it. So on the left is limited, and that is only 1 card, which is Kefla, and that is down to a maximum of 1 copy per deck. And then on the right is the banned list. So they have banned Master Roshi, the 1-cost Self-Awakener, as well as the Ribrianne. Now, do I totally agree with this list? No. Do I like a limited ban list? Yes. I think it's the easiest way to get everybody on page without having to reprint cards. Because right now, they're already shortage of printing cards. We don't want them to be reprinting the same cards just to change the text. So this was what I was going for to begin with. A limited ban list right here. I think they may have overdone it, in my personal opinion. Or maybe have targeted the wrong things. I think Master Roshi being banned may be a bit too much for me. I think a limited or semi-limited where there's 2 copies is fine. And I think Ribrianne didn't really need to be banned at all. I think that one was quite over dramatic. It was either Ribrianne or Glimpse. And I think Glimpse was probably the more annoying because you can still use Glimpse on like a critical Caulifla or something and still do a lot of damage to your opponent and force them a lot of pressure for very, very cheap. Of course, it's not going to be as cheap without Roshi now, but it is still... Glimpse, I felt like, was the bigger problem than the Ribrianne. Kefla being to 1 may have also been overdone. I think 1 is pretty harsh, especially with Top Crew really revolving around Kefla. And this also hits not even just Top Crew, but just all Reds. Now Reds have fallen back quite a lot. I think this should have been at least like 2 or 3. If Blue bottom decks this 1 copy of Kefla, you kind of just don't see it ever again. And you kind of just win just based on that. So I think having like 2 or 3 would have been good. If they banned Glimpse, I think you could have just went with 4. Now you kind of have to play Glimpse at 4 to recycle if you're versing green or yellow. Sometimes even blue if they just outright swing at Kefla and destroy it. So I guess in a way it kind of makes sense to put to not ban Glimpse and then limit Kefla. But I think I would have rather have it the reversed way around, in my personal opinion. But that is the limited and the ban list that is moving forward on the 1st of July. So just like a couple of days from now from this video. I'm sure you guys have play tested maybe with this. I definitely want to try the new Top Crew deck out online. So look forward to a video on that very, very soon. Is there other cards that could have been targeted? I wouldn't say so. I think other than like Top Crew, most of it was kind of dodgeable to begin with. So I think I'm overall more happy than disappointed. Now, for those that play on the digital version, of course, these bans and restrictions will apply. So just like I have been mentioning, these are the new changes, and they will also be compensating you for this change, which is pretty cool. So if you have banned cards, a wild card of the same rarity for each of the number of card bans owned, which is pretty cool. And then for the restricted cards, a wild card of the same rarity for each of the number of excess cards owned as well. It's nothing too major, but, you know, it's free stuff at the end of the day. And this will also be for each premium and parallel versions of the own affected cards. So myself, I have 4 Roshis. I should be getting 4 of the uncommon wild cards. Like, that's nothing too crazy. I believe a wild card is the actual whole wild card, or maybe it's just, or it better not be like the segmented version of it. And Ribrianne is a rare, so she is going to give us some rare wild cards. And because I have 3 of the Keflers, I actually will get I'll actually get 2 SRs back, as well as 2 SRs for the alt art one as well, which is the more valuable rarity that I want to see. Now for the next set, we gotta ban the secret. This will also affect the drop rates from the packs, so the banned cards you can no longer obtain, and the restricted cards, there will be no changes. But don't worry, banned and restricted cards will continue to remain in your cards in possession list. It's just that for those that went over and beyond to pull those said cards, you will be rewarded. And I did figure out that yes, they are full cards, because further on they announced that wildcard points, which is the correct term, while they only use wild cards in this area, which means that we will be getting full wild cards, which is nice. Now, this is an interesting rule change here, which, of course, it is in Japanese. Sorry, I don't think they did an English stream. But to pretty much summarize this all, first player now is able to draw at the start of the turn, which is actually really, really good. I love this change. It shouldn't drastically change results all too much, and it should help favor first player a lot more. And sometimes, and now with the extra draw, sometimes it's even worth to be first, especially if you're like a leader that wants to awaken first. And this is actually a really good change for sure. Gives you more options, because overall it was you go second, you won that energy marker for sure. But now there's choice. There's somewhat of a choice, and of course, I haven't tested this out, whether it is actually that breaking, why they didn't even do this to begin with. But I can't wait to see what happens with this new change and how it changes being in terms of the results. If at the end of the season, they give us the statistics again, I'd love to see how the percentage from last season to this season may have changed based on this. They have announced some products as well, which I will go into a different video because they have released some of the contents in this starter deck. But Bardock is the brand new starter deck that leads the black color. Looks like black is going to be its own separate color. Previously I thought it was just going to be, a mix and match kind of thing. But it seems like we're in the direction where you can only use one color per deck, which I'm quite happy about anyway, which is perfectly fine. So Bardock looks really, really cool. That releases on the 9th of August. And then they release some information on set 3. These are the new leaders for set 3. I like that they're only releasing 4 new leaders. You don't want to overwhelm everybody with like 8 leaders for every single set. So 4 per is really, really good. I think the arts do look a little bit better than this set, I think. Or at least these ones. If these are the normal arts, I think a lot of the arts that are for the leaders for this set, I didn't really like as much. And also they announced set 4, which is coming out on the 8th of November, it seems like. And it looks like the headlining character is going to be UI Goku. So that's probably going to be the red secret rare, most likely. We still don't have an MUI Goku, so maybe this is just like a little teaser that we might get MUI Goku, and this is just like a random UI Goku from something else. But yeah, super exciting stuff right there. New sleeves are coming out. I would like to get my hands on these sleeves, and hopefully they're in the digital version as well. I like all of these actually a lot better than the first set. The first set was like, wasn't really feeling it. But I kind of like the blue one. The blue one is my favorite. Let me know which one you would grab if you could. Then there's these special edition deck boxes with sleeves as well. I think this is something to do with the championship stuff, which I have no clue. I haven't really been following the the whole like pricing for the regionals and whatnot. And for the digital players, it looks like they will release on the 16th of August. So there's a quicker return time from the physical to the digital version 3.0, which is very, very good. Don't want to be waiting too long and holding those codes for too long until the digital version comes out. So that is very, very good on them that they are increasing the speed. And then they've shown some of the tournament pack stuff, so, and the promo stuff, which has a Bardock in here. This is what the cover of the Volume 3 promo pack, and they're still designing. I think this is the tournament pack, maybe. Some of the gold winner cards. They're making a Caulifla one. That's pretty cool. The Vegito one is really sick, since I play Vegito in my blue deck. Looks like they come out for the 25th of August. And we've seen this Vegeta and this Frieza as well. Again, this is all for the Dragon Ball Super Card Game Fusion World Championships happening, I don't know when. If you want to let me know in the comment section, like also, like what some of the timelines for this is, that would be great. Like, they have this, but I got no idea what that even means. Here's some of the other prizings for the championships. You get a gold energy marker UI Goku, which looks really cool. The custom deck box, as well as a alt art for Glims. I think that's the reason why they didn't touch Glims, because it had like an alt art coming up very, very soon. Probably why they didn't want to touch it. That may or may not be the reason. These mats are pretty cool as well. They look super nice, just from this image right here. The Gohan one looks really, really cool, but both are really sick. But that's pretty much it for the first piece of news. I hope you guys did enjoy. Just something chill. Main thing was the rule change and the ban list. I think green is my final predictions on this ban. After this ban list comes out, I think green is definitely going to be winning here. I think red may be a little bit too slow for green still, because green has accelerated quite a bit. And now with red being a bit vulnerable, green will start appearing. Blue will start losing a little bit more since there's more green. Yellow will definitely come up. I think overall the gaps, like it was like here before, like top and bottom of the decks, and now it's like closed in like that, which I don't mind. It's just that most of it is going to be green again. Are you happy with green being on top again? Let me know in the comment section. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video as always. Next time I will probably cover the new cards. So yeah, see you in the next video. Peace.